Hi friends, this is Leela. Welcome to my channel. In the previous video, we have seen about the core modules. We have seen about the feature module, shade module, and also the core module. What I can say is these modules, dividing of all these modules, what I can say is does not impact on any performance thing. So that means how you have written previously and how you are writing now is one and the same only. But what we have did is we have differentiated the code so that in a separate files, so that it will be for debugging and page wise it will be cleaner. Okay, so it will be cleaner, right? Previously if you see the app module is so many components we are having. Right now there is also provision for us to still divide it into feature modules, but I kept it like this only. So I showed you how to divide this one all into feature modules, so you can practice on your own. And also we have seen providers, also we have removed everything, and also here we have introduced the modules also. Okay, now up to now we have did only the code wise, architecture wise cleaner. Okay, but this doesn't show anything impact on the performance. So performance previously how you have written, now how you are writing is one and the same only, so doesn't have anything on the performance. Now onwards what we will try to learn is so how to increase the performance of our Angular project. Okay, so how we can increase the performance of the code. So this is the thing now we will try to implement. So how we can increase the performance. So now if you see the project, so if you see the Angular project here, if you see here right now this is a small project, so you can't see the that much of difference here. So that much of performance boost you cannot see, you will not be able to see. Here if you see, these are the 4-5 files which are important, which are loaded from the Angular. This ng validate and these are the browser things, so leave it. So these are not related to the Angular. These three are browser related, data layer and all the things are Google related. So these are all browser related. Chrome extension, if you see a Chrome extension, and this one is also Chrome extension. These three are Chrome extensions. So nothing to do with these three things. So here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These 5 files are the what I can say Angular files, our project files. So if you see the runtime, it is 6.6 KB. Fine. Polyfills 145 KB. Styles, it is a 949 KB. Vendor.js, it is 3.2 MB. So it is lot. So for our project is less only, but if you have bigger project architecture, so this file will become more and more. And main.js, it is 187 KB only. So these are overall the files. So now we are in the development mode. So that is the reason we are having so much file size. If it is in the production mode, so drastically it will decrease. So we will see that for production mode also how we will be having the files. So this is the files. So now here, for example, see if you go to home page. Okay, if you go to home page, so now there are no JS files loading. So only at the time of loading only every pages. So for example, if I click on here, at the time of loading only every files are getting loaded. Okay, so all the JS is getting loaded. So that means everything we are able to see here. Now let's assume that the users module, we are in the home module, so we don't have the we don't need this users concept, users component and users what are related to the users. We don't need to load those things. So if we remove those things from the components, from the modules things, from the JS files, it will be the file size will be decreased, so that we can use it from we can load the JS file whenever is needed. Whenever the user clicks on the users, we can load the JS file and we can show that thing. So then it will be better. Performance size we can increase. So this thing can be achieved only through the lazy loading. So in this video what we will try to do is we will try to load the modules lazily. Okay, how to implement the lazy loading in the Angular. So before continuing to this video, if you are coming first time to here, please do support me by subscribing to my channel, so that I will be posting more and more front-end development courses. Now we need to implement the lazy loading concept. Okay, so how we can implement the lazy loading. So if you go here, this is our total project, right? Now if you go to the app routing, okay, go to the app routing. So let's try to divide the users module. So users module, let's try to divide. So we can go here, and what I can do is I can write here path, and if you go, what I can say, users. So if you go to the users, and what we need to do, so we'll be having a thing, we'll having a property called load children. So load children, and it will take an anonymous function. It will take a function method. What I'll say, I need to import the module. So whatever the module it will be required, so dot slash user dot module. Okay, user dot module, and this one will return a promise dot then. So this promise will be having a module. Okay, it will return a module class object. So I can write m dot user module. Okay, so this is how we can load this module lazily. And what we have did, so we have did load children and import the user dot then. This import will return a promise dot then we have used it like this. Now what we need to do is we need to remove this user module from here. Okay, why? Because we are lazily loading this one, so there is no need for this one to be bundled in the JS. So we have removed this user module. In the same scenario, what we can do is we can divide this posts also. So I can divide this post load children post dot module. Okay, and here I will be having, so I will be having post module. Okay, so I will be having the post module. So this one also we have divided, and in the same scenario what we can do is he can remove the post module from here. Okay, I have removed the post module also. If you want, you can remove this auth module also. So you can do whatever things you want. So for example, if you want to do the auth module also, you can do it. So now what I need to do is, so users and posts, let's go to the user module. Okay, so user module, and here we will be having this user routing module, right? So let's go to the user routing module, and in this user routing module we need to remove this users. Why? Because so in that place, app routing itself, we are using that path users means then go to here. So again, if you write users here means then it will become /users it will become. So that is the reason. And now we can go to the post module, post.module.ts, and you can remove this. What I can say here also, we have removed this path. Okay, so we can remove this path. So path should be empty. Why? Because so here in this app routing, when the routing comes, so /users it will go and it will load the path empty thing. So if you use the users there, so then it will become path users /users you need to use. So that is the reason we have removed. So this is the thing. Now let's try to refresh this one. So we got nothing so far, so good. So it is executing, so it has compiled successfully. And now if I go here, I can go to home page. Okay, I can empty the cache and I can reload. So now we got the same thing. So there is not that much of impact. But if the project is bigger, and if the project is bigger means you will be able to see the drastic change in the file size. We are having only KB and all those things, so that is the reason we are not able to see here. But for sure, if the project is bigger and thing, so dividing the modules, it will decrease that drastically. Now for example, see, if I go to the users thing, okay, if I click on users, now you are able to see that here user-module.js, a new JS file has been imported, that is only just 24 KB. If I go to the post file, see, post module.js has been imported. Now if I go again into the users, it will not load the user module.js again. Why? Because Angular is smart enough that it will take care. So already user module.js is loaded, right? So it will not again inject that JS file into the browser. So here if I go again into the posting, so it will not inject. So this is how we can implement the lazy loading in the Angular. So now if I go to the home page and all those things, it will be fine. So as we have only lesser file size, so that is the reason we are not able to see the, what I can say, lazy loading thing. So instead of implementing the lazy loading thing, I can tell that you can implement like that only. Why? Because our components, our modules is small size in such a way that, so writing the code for lazy loading and all those things is greater than that components, our module. So that is the reason we are not getting the files, we are not getting that much of impact in the file size. So but for sure what we can say is, we can in the bigger projects, so implementing lazy loading is a wonderful technique for getting more performance for the Angular project. Okay, if you have any doubts or any suggestions in this one, please do post the comments below this video, so that I will try to give the reply. And if you like this video, please do support me by subscribing to my channel. Thank you.